Dear friends, it's Sheree. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. I'm here for hashtag Junk Journal July 2024 today, and we are finishing up this collab. I'm on 24, 25, and 26, Ephemeral, Tea-Dyed, and Shade. So I know that most of you know what ephemera is or what ephemeral means, but it is, in case you didn't know, something temporary, like something that's not meant to be kept forever, like a ticket or something like that. You know what I mean? A receipt. So, ephemeral, tea-dyed, and shade. So we're doing 24, 25, and 26. So instead of, that's ephemeral. Instead of tea-dyed, I'm doing coffee-dyed. I've tried tea dyeing things and it doesn't come out, like my tea dye, when I tried it, it came out too light. So I like coffee dyeing. And so I have a coffee dyed piece of paper. And even though the book I'm using here, this altered book, the pages are kind of, they are just naturally aged and kind of browning. I've been doing a background on them. So I'm going to use, this is a lightly coffee dyed piece of paper. So I thought, well, it kind of, could pass for tea dyed, but I don't think it really matters that much as far as tea dyed or coffee dyed. It's kind of, the same meaning, if you know what I mean. So let's see if this fits on here. I'm going to cover these 2 pages. I've been doing 2-page spreads mostly. And so I think I need just to cut a little bit off the bottom here. I don't want it to extend over because then it would just get tattered, one way or the other, whether this little extra piece was on the top or the bottom. So let me go ahead and cut it off with my paper cutter. I don't want to just fold it because, I could do that, but really it's not necessary to just try to save that little piece. So let me just get my paper cutter here and cut this off a little bit, and then we'll have our length of our paper, and then let's see about the width. The width needs about a 1/4 inch or so cut off too. So let's do that, and then we'll glue this down. So this is the tea dyed part of it, or coffee dyed as I'm using, is this is that, what I'm using for that prompt. Piece of paper for my background. And I have everything out here that I need. Let's see, I think I'll glue this down with some art glitter glue. And so I think there's 4 more prompts after this. So I think I'm going to do 2 more videos and put 2 in each video. If I could put all 4 in one, I would, but one kind of spread, or, that I'm doing here in my junk journal, or my glue, this is more of a glue book. And now it's become a collaging glue book. But, yeah, that's what I think I'll do. Probably 2 and 2. 2 prompts in each one. Okay, so yeah, I just want to get the edges here really good. Glue down. And then I'll show you what I have for the rest of this prompt. So let's see, next we're going to do the ephemeral part. So I pulled out some ephemera, what I call ephemera, what I picked up from different places as ephemera. How everybody, the different, you get ephemera from Tim Holtz, you get ephemera from here and there. I was going to actually use some tickets that I have, but in receipts and things, but I need to use this other ephemera that I have too, and I really would like to use it. I think it'll be really cool in the long run here. So my ephemera part, let me make sure this is all glued down. Okay, there's my tea dyed, but it's coffee dyed. Okay, so the next part I'm going to use is just doing some collaging with these different ephemera pieces that I've picked up. I think all of these are from Temu. These little packages, and you know, I use them here and there, and sometimes when I sell a journal or something, I like that. I'll put some in the goodie packs for other people to use. But I want to just glue some of these down and make a collage today. So I'm just going to start, let's just start right here and see what we can make here with these little pieces. I think this will be cool. And so I've got these little narrow pieces here. I've got several of those. And I don't want to use any, I try not to use, oh, I have two alike. So there's one that's different, that one's different, and okay, I didn't realize I picked out several that were the same. So these three are different. Let's go ahead and glue these down in different spots, and then we'll add in the other pieces. And then, so this is the ephemeral part. And then what was the other one? Shading, I think. Let's put this over here on the edge. And so yeah, I have a stencil here for shading. I like this little label, even though I just put it upside down, but I don't think it matters. And then this piece here has a little deer on it. And I like the colors here. Kind of goes with the, very well with my tea dye, with the tea dyed theme, or coffee dyed theme. Vintagey. So this should be a quick one today. I'm again doing this kind of before I've seen any of the prompts on this, or any, you know, anyone else's videos. Okay, next, let's do a few of these. This is another little like pot of ephemera, you might call it, and this has different coffee cups on it. Let's see, I just saw a sunflower. That would be cool. I'm not going to be picky though, but I would like that flower. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it real quick. Here it is. Let's do the sunflower and a few more of these. And I'm just going to cover this page with all these little pieces pretty much. We'll see if we leave any of the tea dye showing. I think I probably should leave some of the tea dye showing, because, you know, that's what it's about. That's one of the prompts. So let's just kind of start joining these together. There's my flower right there, a little sunflower. Okay, so let's put some of these around. And again, I'm not going to use any two alike. So if I see another one like this one, like, I wouldn't be using it. All right, let's put another one over here. Let's put it down here. And the next one is different, so we'll just keep on with these for a minute, gluing them down. I want to write in, I've been writing the number of the prompts on each, you know, the day or the number on each page. It's morning, and I have my coffee here, so let me take a drink real quick. You're the first ones I've spoken to this morning, so everybody else is not up yet. So my voice is waking up. Let's do a couple more. These are so cute. I have a couple of these from Temu, and they're really fun to use, especially if you do things like this. If you like to make little collages like this, they're perfect for this. Okay, let's put one up. Let's see, we've got one there. Let's put one right here. Oh, this one says coffee on it right here. That's cool. And it's coffee dye paper, so these are like coffee related. Interesting. Interesting, I would say. Okay, one more of these, and then we'll move on to the next little packet. And so let's put this one up here in this corner. And trying to cover up, get right up in to the edges there. Okay, so next, that's looking pretty. let's see, I want to go ahead and write the numbers somewhere so I have, make sure I leave room for that. So the numbers were 24, 25, 26, 24, 25, 26. So let's write that somewhere, 24, 25, 26. Let's write it right here, 24, 25, 26. Okay, there's my number, so I won't cover that up. And then, let's see. So I've used those. Now, let's use a couple of these. These are little, like, they look like tickets, or I guess they mostly look like tickets. They almost look like, they have a little edge that looks like, almost like postage, but, and I don't want to pull them all out. I'll just pull a couple out here. And these will be a nice little decoration. They have flowers on them, and they're really pretty. Also from Temu, of course. I've got some things like that from Your Creative Studio, but all of these are from Temu. Alright, so a couple more here. Let's put this one here. And then we need more over here, don't we? Well, I've got this little pack I haven't used yet. So we'll get into that in just a second. Let's put this one. Yeah, these are all just papers that you glue down. None of these are stickers. Okay, let's put another one right. Let's put this one. See, there's my flower. Let's put it, it looks good right here. I'm not covering up my flower, that flower. Alright, now let's get into these. Let's see, I know I have gotten in here before. Here's my opening. Pull these. These are several different sizes here. The larger ones like this all came in this package, but there's larger ones like these in the back, and then all these smaller pieces. And all this came in this one pack from Temu. Let's kind of put something right here. Like I said, this is filling up and this is empty here. So let me get my ruler over here, and I'm going to tear this one in half, and we'll put it over on that side that needs something. And let's tear this piece. Well, let's actually use that bigger piece and tear the smaller piece into two pieces. So I'm going to use all of these. Let's use this bigger piece here first, like right there. And that'll be a nice little different kind of, this kind of looks coffee dyed, like I coffee dyed a receipt here or an invoice or something. It has that look to it. So very cool. Yeah, I saw this package on Temu and I was like, it's like it had, I think it laid out all the pieces, but it's like you really can't tell. I mean, you can, but you can't, like, and it was just looked very interesting. I was like, I have to order that and see what all that stuff is. So that's what I did. I was like, I must see this in person. It just looked really interesting. Okay, there we go. That is pretty, isn't it? It filled in that space nice. Okay, so I've got these other two green pieces. Let's put these, I'm going to be filling up this side in just a second now, but that really filled up a big space there. So let's put this up here. Actually, this piece, so I don't want to cover up. Okay, yeah, there's my sunflower. I don't want to cover up my sunflower. Okay, there we go. And then I'll have some of the tea dyed or coffee dyed paper showing in between here. So I'll leave this. I won't cover that up. And then we have a big green space there. Let's put this one over on this side. And we'll have these two smaller green pieces over on this side. I like how the coffee dyed paper is showing through, because you could make a solid, you know, I could have covered this up solid and overlap the pieces to make them, you know, none of the coffee dyed paper show. But like I said, I wanted to show because it's one of the prompts. Okay, let's just grab something to put here. So something to join this together. Let's see. I'm not going to be picky. Here's a cute piece of ledger. Isn't that adorable? Oh, it's a little bit too big. Let's see. What about this? Could put that there. Let's put that there. It's pink, really pretty. Still has that old vintagey. This one doesn't necessarily have a coffee dye look, but it has a vintagey look. And I'm trying to see which way is up here. I think this is. Let's just put it right here, right on the edge, like that, actually. And let's see if we want any more. Let me just look at this real quick. See if we want any more pieces. I could tear this up, but let's just see here. What other colors? We have green. Here's a blue piece of, oh, that's adorable. There's a couple pieces of ledger in here. Mail order. Let's, I really like all these different pieces. They look great together, don't they? Let's see here. There's a couple of cardstock pieces here. Well, here's something purple. That would add another color. Let's see. I think I'm going to tear this in half and just put these somewhere, and then we'll do our next step, which is the shading. And we'll see how that comes out. So I think let's put this kind of like right here. We're overlapping a little bit there. Then we'll put this other piece over here. And that'll be it for the pieces. I've already got my numbers, so we're good there. And we'll put this piece right here. Okay, so that was kind of a big opening there. So we can still see the coffee dyed paper. And of course we can see all of our ephemeral or ephemera. Okay, and now the shading. Okay, let's move this out of the way. I hope you're loving this as much as I am, because I think it's really cool looking. And then, so for my shading, I'm going to use this stencil. This is a newer stencil that I have. This big, it's giant. This is my biggest stencil, and I got this from, I think it was Global Land. And I'm just going to put this over the top like this and stencil over it and see how it comes out. My first thought was to stencil on the coffee dyed paper, but then I thought, well, if I put the ephemera over, I'll just be covering up all this beautiful stenciling. So I thought, let me try, but this is something I've never done before, stenciling over pieces like this. So I don't know how well it's going to come out at all. I've never done it before, but I think let's do this right here. I like all these smaller pieces here, so we're just gonna see how this comes out. I've got my what I'm using here. I got this brush from Dollar Tree, and it does really well with the stenciling. And it's in the makeup department at Dollar Tree, if they're not out of them. And then I'm using, this is my favorite ink to use for stenciling, Coffee Color Archival Ink by Ranger. And so I have my little ink pad here. It's just up out of the way here, so you won't be able to see it, but I just rub my little brush here on there. We're going to see how this comes out. And I have when I buy an ink pad like that, I always buy the refill little bottle, so if I need more ink, I will add it to the ink pad. So let's see how this is going to, yeah, I can see the ink. I can see the ink through the stencil here, so I know ink is coming off. So I think I have enough ink on my ink pad for the moment. So when I go over, I'm going to hold this down, and when I go over a piece like that piece in the corner here, it's kind of dark, so I rub that extra hard, and then over the other pieces I'll just rub so I can try and see that it is putting ink onto the page. So, and we're just going to go around like that and see how this turns out. If you can see the ink, I think it'll be really cool. I'm going to try to hold it so I don't move it, anywhere. I guess I could put paper clips or something on here, but I'm not doing that. I'm just going with the flow here. Let's see if I still think this is going to be, this is kind of a lot of ink, I would say, to put on this page, so I might add some ink to my ink pad just to make sure. But I'd still see the ink coming. I can see it through the little pieces here, so I know it's still on, coming through. Okay, so here's a darker. Yeah, I still see it even down here. And if I'm not getting it, it's like this is not meant to be perfect or something, anything like that. It's just meant to get some shading on here like the prompt says. So whatever comes through is what will come through. Whatever doesn't, won't. So it's not meant to have any kind of perfect stencil design. So yeah, I still see it. So I think we're okay. All right, we're going to move on to the next page. All right, let's move over here. And that's right there. We're going over that green, that bigger green piece that we put in. So I'm trying to make sure I get some ink in these pieces. This clock in the middle, I love. And all of the little dials and things here. This is a really cool stencil. All right, let's see. I'm holding this down so tight and so hard, my arm hurts now over here, this arm. Like I'm pushing so hard so it doesn't move. Okay, this is going over the pink piece. And I still see ink, so I think we're good with the ink. All right, let's move on to the rest of this page and we will be done. Yes, I see it. Huh. So I really think I had plenty of ink on there. I don't know if you guys can see the ink like I can in person, but hopefully maybe you can see it getting darker under the stencil here as I put the ink on, and then we'll reveal it in just a second. We're almost done. The bottom half, well, I think I already did this part. And like I said, if I missed anything, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going for something stencil-y and shaded here. So, oh, I think it's going to look cool though. I hope so. We shall see in just a moment. Okay, so a lot of little pieces here on this stencil. Okay, so this is all solid here. Is that open? Let me get that bottom little open piece there. And right down here. I didn't really try to get into the fold. I don't think that's necessary. Okay, I'm going to pick it up. There you go. Now I can see it really good. I hope you can. I'm going to hold it up. That looks really cool. I'm just saying. Let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, so here it is. Here's like a dial here, the clock. Right down here where we did this dial. I made sure I got that little piece right there. And then this side. Very cool. I actually really love it. So anyway, that is it for today. Look how this piece right here has like, that piece of ephemera had like spilled coffee on it. Looked like somebody spilled their coffee on it. Right here, the little splotches. And that looks so cool with the stenciling and the overall colors and everything. So anyway, that's it for 24, 25, 26. I hope you enjoyed. I didn't mention at the beginning, but in case you didn't see any other videos, I have my Journal July playlist linked below. You can see all of the videos that I've done. And then also, just to remind you, it's hosted by Meg at Meg Journals, and she's in collaboration with Get Messy Art, and also she has a bunch of official assigned collaborators that she's having do a prompt on a certain days. So anyway, there should be lots of videos out there. So thank you for watching today, and I will see you in my next, I'm thinking 2 more videos, and then this collab will be over for July. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day.